I want to quickly talk to you about the top 25 time-saving Slack integrations you must download immediately this year.
One in a million, one in a million, one in a million. You know they're coming up to me, cause I'm just the kind of flower that's stinging from the beat, but the rhythm's getting higher. Go, 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 go. One in a million, one in a million, one in a million, one in a million, one in a million.
Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Sodi Kiwi Show. How are you today? I hope you are doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous, if you were to ask me. If you are doing as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka and let's roll. In today's conversation, I want to speak to you about 25 time-saving Slack integrations you must download immediately. Okay, it's very important. And so I want to break down this video in multiple sections. Okay, so let's start with calendar. So if you don't want to miss a meeting or obligations with a calendar app for your Slack workspace, we want to share with you a few integrations that will keep your day moving ahead with no hiccups or missed connections. Very important, okay? So when we talk about this, when we talk about calendar, we are speaking about Calendar Hero. Our score, 8.4 over 10. So Calendar Hero is a meeting scheduling software tool that is built to help teams schedule one-on-one calls, group and remote meetings automatically. That's what we love with that. So with Calendar Hero for Slack, you can book video meetings, group meetings, interviews, and more directly in chat. Okay, so you'll also be able to access attendee insights and essential information before your meetings. This is really important. Okay, so you can request a meeting with via Calendar Hero using natural language, just like you would a real human assistant. So we really love that. And Calendar Hero also syncs with all your calendars and favorite work applications like Zoom, Go to Meetings, HubSpot, Greenhouse, and more. Okay, and you can get back hours in your day, connect with your stakeholders easily, and focus on the work that matters most of the time. So this is really good. We love that a lot. Okay, so with Calendar Hero for Slack, you can schedule, update, and cancel meetings with no back and forth emails. You can add video conferencing to meetings automatically. You can access your calendar and team availability whenever you want right in Slack. Okay, you can instantly share when you are available in channels or DMs with a Calendar Hero personal scheduler link. And you can simplify meeting preparation with automated meeting briefings. So this is really good. Okay, so in terms of pricing, we have a paid with free trial here. Okay, number 3. We have EventBot Calendar. Our score, 9.1 over 10. So when you think about EventBot, I want you to think about a very good calendar integration to consider if you want to unify your team's availability. Okay, you can import existing calendars from multiple programs, and EventBot will show you when your team is free for a meeting. Okay, and EventBot EventBot has some unique functionalities, including the ability to cancel events from within Slack and export your events into any calendar. Okay, and EventBot can communicate and work with any calendar platform, including Google and Microsoft. So in terms of pricing, there is a free version, okay, but you also have a paid version that starts at $26 per month. So EventBot Calendar, 9.1 over 10. Number 2, in the calendar category, we have Outlook Calendar. Our score, 9.5 over 10. So when you think about Outlook Calendar, so this integration is designed to assist you, especially those who are already storing events in the Microsoft product base, if you will. Okay, so similar to the Google Calendar integration, you can create new events. You can receive alerts and updates right in the Slack workspace. Okay, and Outlook also offers / commands that add events to your calendar. Okay, this is really good. And if you can type local, today, tomorrow settings to see your schedule for today or tomorrow, or to adjust settings. This is very good. I mean, one thing we have found, one drawback here, Outlook Calendar for Slack is only available for Office 365, so the app is not supported for on-premise Microsoft Exchange customers. Okay, so in terms of pricing, this integration is free. Number one, the best when it comes to the calendar category, Google Calendar. Our score 9.9 over 10. So when you think about Google Calendar, you think about an integration that connects your daily schedule to your Slack workplace and provides status updates, reminders, and event changes right in Slack. Okay. One key benefits that we have found when you use a Google Calendar is that it enables you to accept or deny event requests in the platform and allows you to create new events in just a few clicks. So we love that flexibility a lot. This is really good because it saves you time when you think about it. You have a 9 to 5 or you have a 9 to 8 or 9 to 9, whatever your schedule is. You don't want to waste time on calendar issues, okay? With Google Calendar, you have that flexibility. You can sync your Google Calendar to your Slack status to notify the team when you are busy and unable to communicate, okay? So no longer will you have to manually update your status. These changes are automatic and will save you time, okay? Besides, you can get notifications right in Slack for when a meeting is starting. This is really good. You'll get all the information you need, including the link or dial-in number to join a Hangout, Zoom, WebEx, or Microsoft Teams meetings directly in the Slack notification. So we love the flexibility. We love the ability that you are constantly, kept notified. You know exactly what's happening, and you are able to do your work too. In other words, you can actually carve out some time for yourself to do some work, or you can say, you know what, now I'm available. So that flexibility is really important. So Google Calendar 9.9 over 10. So this integration is totally free. Let me talk to you now about communication, because this is the second category. So the first category was calendar. Now I want to talk to you about communication. Communication is very important, okay? And in communication, we have a series of integrations. So number 10, we have here, send it later. Our score 7.8 over 10. So send it later actually takes control of when your message is sent, okay? So let's say, have you ever worked late and you didn't want to disturb a coworker, but really wanted to get something off your plate, okay? Send it later allows you to schedule your Slack message so it is sent at the right time. So all you have to do is to select the date, time, recipient, and channel for the message all in from your Slack app, okay? The pricing, this is a paid app though. So pricing wise, it starts at $9 per month per workspace, but they offer a 2-week free trial, okay? So send it later, 7.8 over 10. We have number 9, we have front. Our score 8 over 10. So one thing we love about Front is that it is a very useful integration for shared inboxes. That's the keywords here, shared inboxes. So if your team is managing various inboxes that have multiple people assigned to them, Front will provide that visibility in Slack, okay? So with a shared inbox, your team will be able to share the work and pick up immediately where one leaves off, okay? So you'll enjoy basically real-time updates on messages that are open within the inbox, providing visibility and up-to-date information. And that's what you really want. You want everybody to be on the same page, okay? So this is kind of cool to use an app like Front. So by connecting Front to Slack, you'll be able to send messages from Slack into Front automatically or manually, one at a time, okay? In terms of pricing, this is the paid app, okay? So it starts at about $9 per user per month, but they do have a 7-day free trial. Number 8, we have email. Our score 8.3 over 10. So email is really a Slack app that helps integrate your email communication into the platform more seamlessly, okay? And one thing we love here, again, we love the flexibility here. You can link the email app to send all emails to a specific recipient, okay? Or you can send all emails that a specific inbox receives to a designated Slack channel. For example, if you have a shared info at yourcompany.com or jobs@yourcompany.com, if those are the email addresses, you can link those inboxes to a specific Slack channel that will showcase your new mail to all who subscribe. This is pretty good, okay? Talk about efficiency, talk about productivity. This is really good. And this integration can be easily linked to a form on your website as well, okay? In terms of email, this integration is free. Number 7, we have Microsoft Teams calls. Our score 8.8 over 10. So when you think about Microsoft Teams calls, you're thinking about an app that helps your team conduct efficient meetings that are frictionless and hassle-free. Okay, obviously this app is kind of cool because it will basically alert you when it's time to start your meeting. In the same message, there will be a button to click that begins your meeting immediately, all from within your Slack window. Okay, you can even kick off a call with the Microsoft Teams calls Slack command. Just tap Teams calls and you'll be able to join your call and see who has already joined. Okay, so this integration is free. Number 6, we have Google Plus Hangouts. Our score 9.2 over 10. So one thing I want to say based on our research, okay, Google Plus Hangouts is a necessary integration that will connect your Google Plus account with your Slack workspace, making it easier to communicate with your team through voice, instant messaging, and video. Okay, so this Slack integration connects directly with your Google Plus Hangout account to easily begin a meeting and call. You can call your contacts without ever leaving the app. Okay, so by tapping /Hangouts, you can immediately begin to hang out with those who need to be in it. This is really good. So in terms of pricing, this Slack app is free. So number 5, again, in this category, the best of the best in our view, this is the communication category. The best of the best in our view is Zoom. Our score 9.7 over 10. I mean, we love Zoom. I mean, everybody loves Zoom. So the Zoom integration helps alleviate some of the hassle of having to open the Zoom platform to get on the next video call. Okay, instead you can join a Zoom meeting right within your Slack workspace. Okay, Zoom can be set as your default Slack call too, allowing you to automatically open the platform each time you need to make a call. Okay, and the app offers a / command in Slack, which means if you type /Zoom help meeting join call, you can initiate one of those actions. Okay, this integration also provides you with the meeting summary and recording. This is pretty good. And in terms of pricing, this is a free integration with a paid component depending on your Zoom plan. Everything depends on your team Zoom plan or your personal Zoom plan. So here you have it. So when we talk about calendar, we have number 4, Calendar Hero. Number 3, Eventbot Calendar. Number 2, Outlook Calendar. Number 1, Google Calendar. In terms of communication, you have Send It Later, you have Front, you have email, you have Microsoft Teams calls, you have Hangouts, and you have Zoom. Let me talk to you now about productivity. Okay, this is the third category I want you to explore. Now, if you need help staying on track, you want to integrate your productivity software within your Slack workspace to keep yourself and your team focused on the task ahead. Very important, okay? So when we talk about productivity, we have a couple of apps that I want to review with you. So we have a Google Sheets for Workflow Builder. This is 14. Our score 9 over 10. So Google Sheets for Workflow Builder actually automates tasks right in Slack and formats them into a new Google Sheet documents ready for your use. So it also provides an easy way for you to automate routine tasks right in Slack so you don't have to waste time inputting or making sense of data in a Google Sheet. This is really good, okay? And the app enables you to add, select, update, or delete spreadsheet rows without leaving your Slack workspace. And the cool thing about this is that this integration is totally free, not a problem, okay? Number 13, we have GitHub. Our score 9.3 over 10. Okay, one thing I want to say is when I say number 13 or number 12 or number 10, it's basically in the overall order. Otherwise, it is actually number 3 in this specific category, the productivity category. Okay, so if your company is using GitHub as its preferred code repository, GitHub's integration enables your team to access the information you need without ever leaving your Slack workspace. Okay, so with that integration, you will be able to see commits. You can pull requests, issues, code reviews, and the status of all of your deployments in just a few clicks. Okay, and basically this is really good. We have tried this ourselves, and this is really good because this sort of processes can help you triage incidents as they occur and mitigate any negative implications from those events. Okay, this is really good. So in terms of pricing, this integration is totally free. One thing I want to say here is that when we talk about GitHub, it's not just helping you. The added benefits here is not just helping you triage incidents. You also have to think about productivity for your team. have to think about what we call individual productivity, but also holistic productivity, because this has an impact over the long term efficiency in your team. Okay, so GitHub really enables you to access that information right then and there, again, without ever leaving your Slack workspace. This is really good. Number 12, and this is number 12, we have Trello. Our score, 9.6 over 10. So one thing I want to say is, if you are a Trello user, you want to use the Trello Slack integration. Okay, Trello enables your team to have the visibility you need within Slack to know exactly where they are in the product build. Okay, so this sort of collaborative process is pretty good, and Trello can really help you do that. Okay, and in addition, you can create collaborative workspaces, add new cards to your boards, adjust deadlines, and add Slack members to a specific Trello board in just a few clicks. Okay, so this is just a few clicks. So it's really up to you and up to your team in terms of the specific work streams you want to work on. Okay, and the specific work streams that you want to focus on. And the cool thing about this also is that this integration is totally free. Number 11, we have Asana. Our score, 9.8 over 10. So again, if you are already using Asana as your project management tool, then this Asana Slack integration will help you keep all your tasks in line. The thing is, the prerequisite is that you have to you always have to use the tool itself without Slack before integrating it. Okay, and with this app, you can turn a Slack message request into an Asana task. You can add messages directly into the software, and you can receive updates when changes are made. This is really good. And again, all of this without ever leaving Slack. Okay, so this integration is free also in terms of pricing. But one thing I want to say in general here is that you have to be comfortable already, and you have to use Asana or Trello already outside of Slack, so that when you integrate it into your Slack workspace, you have less friction, you have complete efficiency into the whole process. So when we talk about productivity, we talked about four integrations. Okay, we have Google Sheets for Workflow Builder, we have GitHub, we have Trello, and we have Asana. Okay, in the order of importance. And one thing you need to understand also when it comes to productivity, you need to know whether your team is vertical or horizontal. We will talk about that in another show. But if you have a horizontal team versus a vertical team, your productivity will actually be impacted. And so you have to be careful about what kind of integration you actually add to your Slack workspace. Very important. I want to talk to you now about CRM, Client Relationship Manager. Okay, and we want to review a few apps that you can actually add to your Slack workspace that will help you a lot. Okay, and at number 17, we have Notion. Our score, 9 over 10. So with Notion's Slack integration, all your notes, wikis, customer data, leads, and more will be at your fingertips. Okay, specifically, you will receive notifications of any changes or edits that were made on your Notion documents and pages to ensure you always have a complete view of the work being done. That's what you want anyway. Okay. In addition, you can change or make edits to any Notion pages, including your CRM roadmap or notes, from within your Slack workspace. So you're not leaving the workspace, you are staying in there. Okay, and this is really good. And this is a free app, totally free. Okay, so Notion is pretty good. And then we have also HubSpot. Our score, 9.5 over 10. So when you think about HubSpot, I mean, you got to think about the all-in-one marketing platform, right? But they have also an integration to help you keep a pulse on all aspects of your sales and marketing machine. So with this integration, you can turn a Slack message into a new opportunity in HubSpot and respond to incoming chats on your websites from directly inside a Slack window. This is really good. So HubSpot's Slack integration lets you do everything. So from accessing your live chat to sending notifications through workflows in the Marketing Hub, Sales Hub, and Service Hub, you'll be able to update, review, and understand every single aspect of the open opportunities you have at hand. And the cool thing here is that this integration is totally free. In terms of a CRM, the next app that you want to think about is Salesforce. Our score 10 over 10. I mean, this Salesforce integration provides greater transparency over your deal flow, leads, and open opportunities. And we love the fact that Salesforce is an all-in-one integration. Okay, you'll be able to get everyone on the same page. You can review Salesforce records in specific Slack channels and sync customer interactions or internal memos that occur in Slack with their designated account in Salesforce. Okay, and pretty cool here is that the integration is totally free. Okay, so when we talk about CRM, those are the three main integration you want to look for: Notion, HubSpot, and Salesforce. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another session of the Awesome Sweaty Kiwi Show. We're also having a conversation today about Slack integrations that are really good for you, and I want to talk now about storage and admin. So we've talked about calendar, we spoke about communication, productivity, CRM. Now we want to talk about calendar, okay? And not calendar, storage and admin. So storage and admin, we have HelloSign. Our score 7.9 over 10. So HelloSign offers a Slack integration to help you stay up to date with all your contacts, all your contracts and documents that require signature. So when one of your contracts is signed, you will receive a notification in Slack. Okay, so this will help you keep track of which clients, partners, or employees need to sign their contracts, so your team can follow up appropriately. This is really good. So HelloSign is good in terms of storage and admin. Our score 7.9 over 10, and the integration is totally free. Next, we have Box. Our score 8.3 over 10. So thanks to the Box integration, your Box files will be imported into Slack so you can view and share everything you need with colleagues and team members, okay? And so the added benefits in our view of the Box integration is that you have an ease of access and editing. In fact, your imported files are automatically updated in real time, making it convenient to access, update, and share files that are saved to your online storage provider. And the integration is totally free. We love that. Next, you have Dropbox. Our score 8.9 over 10. So Dropbox offers a Slack integration that enables you to easily access all your Dropbox files directly within your workspace. Okay, so you can share this with other members of your team from within the Slack interface. In addition, the integration offers previews of your files in Slack conversations and also activity feeds, so you can understand who is accessing your files and how it's been shared. And that sort of that level of access is really important. And what we love about this also is that the integration is totally free, not a problem. So the first three items that you need to you need to have in mind in terms of storage and admin. You have HelloSign 7.9 over 10. You have Box 8.3 over 10, and then you have Dropbox 8.9 over 10. Next, you have OneDrive and SharePoint. Our score 9.1 over 10. So the OneDrive and SharePoint integration eliminates, really, when you think about it, the hassle of digging for your files and copying the link in order to simply share them with a coworker. This could be a pain sometimes, okay? So instead, you can locate and share your files directly within Slack and adjust access control to manage who can view and edit them. This is really important, especially if you have a large team and people are accessing data from multiple locations. This is important to have this sort of access control process, okay? And the best part in our view when it comes to OneDrive and SharePoint is that this integration will make sure everyone in the channel has access to the file when it is shared. So no more time is wasted having to adjust the settings, okay? So the integration is totally free. The next one, and the best of the best when it comes to storage and admin, you have Google Drive. Our score 9.6 over 10. So the thing here is that Google Drive integration, this integration brings your saved files into the forefront of your Slack workspace. Okay, the integration will publish a new message when someone edits one of your documents, requests access, or shares a file link. And again, this sort of simultaneous notification is really important, because if you're working on a project and you need to know by the minute what's really happening, if you use an integration like Google Drive, you are in good hands, because you know what's really happening in real time. Okay, so if you don't like the idea of opening a Google Doc when someone comments on it, that's fine, because now you can reply to those comments directly within Slack. Okay, and your replies will automatically show up in the documents. Okay, so this is really good, and the integration is totally free. Okay, so when we talk about storage and admin, so here are the 5 items that you should think about. Okay, the 5 integration you should think about: Hello Sign, Box, Dropbox, OneDrive and SharePoint, and Google Drive. So when you think about those 5 elements, I mean, obviously there are many more, but those are the 5 top ones in our view, based on research, based on our own experiences, because a lot of those integrations, we use them too in our job, in our 9-to-5 job. Okay, we use them. We do have the Slack workspace. We do try a lot of those apps to see what works and what doesn't work. I want to talk to you now about remote work. So that's the next category I want to review here, okay? And this is important. So remote work, the first one is remote HQ. Our score 8.9 over 10. So when you think about remote HQ, I want you to think about a unique collaboration platform that allows you to work remotely in a very innovative way, okay? So they want to think about the integration as a virtual office when you can segue into a remote HQ room directly from your Slack channel. So members can move back and forth seamlessly between rooms and channels, okay, where they'll be able to join a call, an audio call, a video call, co-control a web page, collaborate on a Figma board, discuss to-dos in Trello, and much more, okay? So remote HQs has a constellation of features and apps, and there's no need to download anything. Okay, so teams use Remote HQ for internal collaboration. We're talking about sales demo, customer support, e-learning, war rooms, and much more. Okay, so in terms of the key features you need to know, you have a shared browser, session artifacts, drag and drop layout, and session recording. Number 24, we have Loom. Our score 9 over 10. Okay, so Loom actually helps you go beyond plain text writing by sending a recording to a coworker to give feedback, explain a project, or deliver a message. So Loom's integration enables all this to happen within Slack. What we love here is that with this app, you can view Loom videos, check video timestamps to direct the user to a specific moment in time, and mention a channel or user that needs to review the video. Okay, this is really good, and this integration is totally free. The next one is Disco. Okay, so Disco is so our score is 9.2 over 10, and one thing we love about Disco is the flexibility. This is an app and an integration that constantly updates, that constantly innovates. So sometimes company culture and employee engagement efforts may fall by the wayside, right? So with Disco, you can keep a data-driven pulse on your employees' moods, successes, and achievements, so you can all celebrate along the way. Okay, and with it, you can celebrate your employees in real time, discover employee trends, and share team statistics and successes. So when you think about it, this could be a little trivial, but it has a big impact on employee morale. Okay, so this is a paid integration starting with a $3 per month per employee with a free trial. So this is what it is. So in terms of remote work, you have 3 important integrations. You have Remote HQ, you have Loom, and you have Disco. Before I close this conversation, let me just have a quick convo with you about Slack. So what is a Slack integration? You heard me talk about Slack integration a lot. So Slack integrations are add-ons and custom applications that help you connect Slack to various other software solutions that you use to power your business. Okay, so this is important. So Slack integration can send you alerts, make it easier for you to use other programs within the app, and unify data from many different platforms. So they make your workspace more collaborative and help improve your productivity. So you'll save time by no longer having to log into other software platforms. Think about that. If you have 10 software tools that you're using on a daily basis or 20 software tools, Slack actually centralizes everything for you. You don't have to log into any of those apps individually, okay? And how many integrations does Slack offer? They do offer more than 2,000 integrations that you can install to personalize and ship your Slack experience into one that is right for you, okay? So the system offers integrations with numerous leading software options, including Microsoft, Google, Salesforce, Twitter, Box, Dropbox, Zoom, and more, okay? So chances are the program you use right now on a daily basis already has a Slack integration in the marketplace or in the product roadmap for the future, okay? So when you think about it, this is so big that releasing an integration for Slack is a valuable selling point for companies that want to make their products ubiquitous and more intertwined with their customers' daily life, increasing retention and overall usage, okay? So to add a Slack integration, it's really, really easy. Okay, you just have to go into you can download integrations in Slack's app directory, okay, which is an online marketplace full of variety of options. Okay, so there are integrations covering a broad spectrum of uses, from calendars to bookkeeping. There are plenty of different options that can help you save time and work more efficiently. And one thing I want to say here is that we cannot give you a generic set of instructions for adding a Slack integration, because each integration will have its own instructions clearly listed out for you to follow as you complete the installation process, okay? And so basically, once you are able to, so after selecting the integration, click the sign to install button, okay? If you are already signed in, the button will say open in Slack. So once you're logged in, you'll be able to click open in Slack and the integration will actually appear in your Slack window. Typically, it will explain the integration, share Slack shortcodes if used by the app, and ask you to authorize the integration. So click authorize and you're all set. So the bottom line is, if in a few clicks, you'll be on your way with the more integrated interface that is customized for your needs. Before I close today's conversation, please check out this e-commerce solution evaluation. We do have a strong method on this show when it comes to categorizing, when it comes to listing and reviewing e-commerce solutions or other software tools like Slack. Check this out. All right, quickly recap today's conversation here. So I'll just share with you the 25 best, in our view, the 25 time-saving Slack integrations you must download immediately. So I'm going to start with the calendar section. Calendar section, we have number 4, Calendar Hero, 8.4 over 10. Number 3, EventBot Calendar, we have a 9.1 over 10. We have Outlook Calendar, 9.5 over 10. And we have Google Calendar, 9.9 over 10. In the communication category, we have here Send It Later, 7.8 over 10. Okay, Front, 8 over 10. Email, 8.3 over 10. Microsoft Teams Calls, 8.8 over 10. Google Plus Hangouts, 9.2 over 10. Zoom, 9.7 over 10. In the productivity category, we have here Google Sheets for Workflow Builder, 9 over 10. GitHub, 9.3 over 10. Trello, 9.6 over 10. Asana, 9.8 over 10. In the CRM category, we have a Notion, 9 over 10, 9.5 over 10 for HubSpot, and Salesforce, 10 over 10. In the storage and admin category, we have here HelloSign, 7.9 over 10, Box, 8.3 over 10, Dropbox, 8.9 over 10. We have OneDrive and SharePoint, 9.1 over 10. And then we have Google Drive, 9.6 over 10. In the remote work category, we have Remote HQ, 8.9 over 10, Loom, 9 over 10, and Disco, 9.2 over 10. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. God bless you, and I'll see you next time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.